Welcome back, everyone, to the BD1P Binding of Isaac modded series. Today is going to be a random tainted character run for win number 2 in episode number 308. Your question for today, put your answer in the comments down below, is going to be, what is the greatest board game of all time in your humble opinion? Character is going to be another tainted Samson run. I can get down with this for sure. Seed is going to be CGBNHFR7. So for my answer for today's question of the day, I grew up playing a lot of board games. My grandpa had I would say upwards of maybe 20 board games in his basement when I was a kid. And me and my cousins would sit down there and play cards. We'd play, there was a game called Dynamite. He had Sorry. He had this weird hockey board game thing. He had a lot of weird oddities down there, right? And they were all really fun. In fact, I would argue that if you're hanging out with friends, and you're in real life hanging out with your friends, I would argue that board games might be more fun than playing video games at a certain point. Now, obviously, if you're playing a game like Smash or Mario Kart, maybe it's a bit more in-depth and more fun than a board game is, but I don't know. Because I have a lot of fun just playing cards or playing Uno. Just it's a very simple task. You can kind of just banter while doing it, as opposed to trying to play Smash and do ledge trumps and shit like that. It makes it harder to focus. Conehead's actually pretty good for defense early on. Gives us a guaranteed Devil Deal protection for our next floor. Can't argue with that. I should have gone to my cursed room first, but I'm not the smartest bulb in the tool shed, if you know what I'm trying to say there. But I like board games a lot. I really, really do. And I think my favorite out of simpler board games would probably be Connect 4. Now, it may be a lame answer again. I'm full of lame answers in my entire life. But Connect 4 has always been a game that I've played. I never mastered the game. I've always been oh, frick this, dude. Get out of here. I'm bombing one of you with that shoot the whoop. I hate these enemies so much. Okay, get ready to go in. Go, 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 go. Kill this man. Get him out of here. Get him in the fire. No fire for you. That's still okay. It started off, my grandma on my dad's side had a bunch of board games as well. And we would oftentimes sit down and play Connect 4, after dinner or in the morning, shit like that. And I had a really good memory attached to Connect 4. 'Cause she was, I'm guessing, letting me win. She might have just been really bad at Connect 4, but I won a lot of those games. And I kind of thought to myself, I must be a God Connect 4 player. I'm beating an adult who has 80 years of experience over me. This is fucking crazy. And then I kind of realized that it was my grandma letting me win, but I had a good, memory tied to being good at Connect 4. And throughout the rest of my life, whenever I had the chance to play Connect 4, you bet your bottom dollar I was going to end up playing Connect 4. Oh? Ooh. You know what? I could get mad about being in here, but I'm actually pretty happy about it. And I'm gonna just take the world to your next floor. I know ooh, we're out of there. Wait, that's cheap. That's cheap. Hold on. We took no damage leaving there. Now you're good. Now that's more fair. That's more like it, actually. What's in here? Ooh, you instantly buy that. There were 2 coins down here. You know what, dude? 3 keys? That's insane. I'm feeling pretty good. Move on down to your next floor. Go pretty fast. You have a great Berserk timer going on here. It's not going to last for the next room, but it's good enough as it is. But whenever I had the chance to play Connect 4 with friends, we were just hanging out at someone's house, I'd be inclined to pull out the Connect 4 skills. And I'm not going to say I was terrible. I was pretty okay, but I wasn't some grand chess master of Connect 4. That was the luckiest guy of my entire life. We get a trapdoor, a penny, and a secret room on this floor. We also have brown nugget. I know the item is not terrible, but I think Shoop the Whoop is better for just tough rooms and boss fights alike. What is this sack? A 15% chance to spawn a pickups alive. I'm okay with that. And foiled Empress, it might crash our game. It did that once for me. Do it in the right order here. Good job. But we'll just hold on to it for a little bit here. Grab the penny when you leave this room. Outside of Connect 4, though, I mean, it depends where your classification of a board game begins and ends, right? Because when I think of board game, the first thought in my mind is hey, it's a game that's like not digital. Like I think a game that involves like a a box of shit. I think a game like Pop the Pig, the classic. I forget who made it, but it was a pretty well-known company back in my youth, 600 years ago. And I played that a lot at my grandparents' house because when you're a kid, you like dumb shit like that. I think it's a pretty fun. It's like Bowser's Big Blast from Mario Party. It's pure RNG in the greatest form of tension and all that kind of stuff. So, ooh, might as well just pop that now. We have full map. We're gonna get something special there, I guess, but that's all right. We'll go to our shop and our item room now. Might as well. We can buy 2 items in here. Oh, that's going to give us potentially 2 items out of that. I feel pretty good again. And you give me Gemini. I would have preferred to have Fire Mind there, but I don't like blowing myself up constantly, so not a huge, like, loss. Little Doppel? Sure. Is it just Abel? Oh, it's a contact damage version of Abel. I got that. That's pretty all right as well. I'm feeling good on this run, dare I say. That almost hit me, and that would have been terrible. But Pop the Pig, I think, it counts as a board game. That was a fun one. It wasn't one of the greatest. Obviously, pay your respects to the greats. Like, it's an XL floor. What the hell? Like, checkers, of course, chess. Uno is definitely a contender. Uno is so fun. I don't care if you, like, think Uno is a basic or, like, boring game. Uno might be one of the greatest card games. Are card games board games? No, I guess they're not. My idea behind a board game is too vague. I gotta shorten this board game definition down. If it involves cards, it's a card game. So Uno is a card game, like if you're a Star Wars nerd, Sabacc is a card game. Those aren't board games. Maybe card games could count as being board games, but that's kind of stretching my definition just a little bit too far in my eyes. Just go fight right now. I think we're pretty okay. Pop that just to kill the man. It won't be that long. We get a little Brim for this fight as well. Not going to do much for us. That was good. That's also really good, and you are not worth Diplopia, but you are Purgatory. How is that quality too? Purgatory is an insane item. All right, that's also okay. Sanguine Bond? If we're gonna go Devil, might as well just go deep, and you can pop. Oh, it doesn't spawn in this room. Okay, that's kind of sad. That's all right though. I guess go to your other item room, then you can get ready to move on down here. But if we're gonna count board games or card games as board games, I would say Uno is like a top 5 for sure. I don't know what it is about Uno in itself, because like it really isn't the pinnacle of oh, I hate Shard of Glass. I really hate it, but whatever. It really isn't the pinnacle of like physical gaming, but it's just, it creates the perfect amount of like temporary rivalship, if that makes sense. Like for example, you might be playing with like 3 friends. You got Tom to your left and you got like Jakey to your right. And you might pull a reverse or like a what would you call it? A draw 4. And that kind of like salt's gonna last the rest of your game. But once that, we have a permanent little Brim, but for what though? But once that that round of Uno ends and somebody wins, that like, grudge goes away and you have a fresh start your next game. It's perfect. You can make those like jackass plays and get away with it. And I'm kind of a jackass when I play games. I like trolling my friends, if you will. But I think that Uno is definitely, for card games at least, a perfect game. Their item room should be up perfectly right here. I appreciate that game. Oh, you son of a bitch. We have 1 correct key we can use, by the way, when the time is right. I don't know where on this floor the red room would be. Not a mimic for the first time in this room. Wow, we get a smart fly as well. It's very average, so like not great, but it's fine. It can't be up. We'll go to our shop while we're already over here too. Oh, that makes Smart Fly a little bit better. Yeah, it's okay. We have a restock machine with Steam sale. I'm feeling pretty good about that. This run is kind of just like, in essence, just very, can't upgrade any 3 of you. It's very okay. Not a lot like amazing is happening, but just enough good to make me feel happy about it. I don't really care for any of these. Converts batteries into pickups. I mean, yeah, we'll do that. It's actually a really, really good one. And anything else. Magic lamp and the battery are both gone. I don't really care for moving box too much. We could get Pandora's box out of a shop potentially, although I'm not gonna give up Diplopia for it. You know what, dude? Just take this. You might like be insane later on in the run. You never know. And yeah, just your boss fight shouldn't be too much further over. Go to your arcade. Oh, I have no money to get in there. I need more money. Whatever. But I guess aside from just Uno, I wanted to talk about a different game today. One that like draws the line between being a board game and just like something else entirely. And a lot of you who watch my streams will know what I'm talking about. 'Cause we're actually starting a stream series of this this summer. Hopefully, I'm not going to make any promises yet, but I want to do this. It's Dungeons and Dragons. I have a bit of a mixed history with this game. That was bold, dude. I like D&D. Oh, I gotta get a heart real quick. Hold on. Cheap, but it works. I really enjoy D&D. I'm just gonna pop it here. Yo, we're actually cracked. I played, I would say in my life... Oh, I could have doubled that. Crash my game, crash my game, crash my game. Come on, come on. Wait, I think we can actually get this. We can actually get double... If our game crashes moving on to our next floor, which I don't think it will, I could have gotten double Brimstone there. Jeez, I'm so stupid. Maybe it's better to save Diplopia. It could be good for us. You never know. But a bit of a mixed history with D&D. Oh, don't get hit. I need to get this... No, what are you doing? Get the heart, please, sir. Get the heart, please. There we go. I played about, in my life, like 7 sessions worth. I haven't played a ton, but what I have played, it was really, really fun. I had a rogue. It's been a long time. It's been like about a year, but I had a rogue character whose name was Jester, because he was the Joker, baby. He was like medieval Joker is just Jester. That was my entire joke there. And I played with a couple of my close friends and my girlfriend, and we had a great time. Scorched Earth. Sure, we'll try it. We'll give it a shot here. I'm not worried about that being super good or bad for us, and we still can't enter in there. Was there money we could grab in here? Or was it behind? It's in top of something. Okay, great. All right, just leave. Just leave the floor. You're doing all right. But I had a great time with it. I did. And I've been itching to play it again. After watching the newest Stranger Things season and playing a little bit of Skyrim on stream, I was like, man, I do kind of miss D&D. Like, I'm not going to lie. As much as it was kind of like a big time commitment for me because I was trying to do YouTube and Twitch and D&D and all this stuff on top of it, I couldn't really commit to it. But now that I know I could do it for content, it's like, that's a definite good deal. And I'm not gonna say I'm a funny guy, but you put any like 19-year-old boy with his friends, you're gonna be laughing because we're gonna say some stupid shit. We're gonna have a stupid time. And I texted a couple of my friends. Some of you who are longtime viewers will know these people because they're on the 4-player file. I texted Aldog. He said, I'm definitely down. I texted Jacob. He said he couldn't because he has no internet and is new. He's in like a fishing internship now, so he's not going to be able to be a parent for that. But Aldog is in. I'm working on getting TG in. Kale from the one episode, like the singular episode of the 4-player file is in. So we got some boys down for it, and I'm looking forward to it. I just kind of want to play the game, and also it's just like people who haven't played D&D don't really get the appeal, and that was me for a long time. I was kind of like, it just seems like kind of dumb. Like, it's a game where you can do anything. Just like do that in real life then. But after my like 2nd or 3rd session of playing D&D, I was like, holy shit. Like, how is this not bigger? I know it's huge, but how is this not like any bigger? This is insanely fun. And you know, part of our we made a lot of jokes on our campaign, but it was a decently serious campaign. I don't want to fuck with that right now. I like the Pandora's box potential. But we had a pretty like decently serious campaign for my character being a riff on the Joker, and I like would have loved to continue. I just didn't have the time to continue with it, but I would have absolutely loved to. I thought you were Pandora's box for a minute. And, you know, now that I'm doing YouTube and Twitch like full time and with my money being very secure by doing, like I have a great quality of life right now when it comes to, you know, monetizing my channels, I realized maybe it's time I start branching out of just video games into, you know, board game type stuff, movie reviews and film reviews and shit. And like I'm like, man, what a great place to start, if not like my friends that I know my friends are decently funny, and do some D&D with them that I know a lot of my audience has played or likes to watch. So if you do want to watch some cracked like idiots play D&D, that's gonna probably be starting in the next 2 weeks, maybe even if I get on top of things 1 week. It'll probably be like a Friday night thing on my Twitch, so follow that if you want to. It's down below as always, but I don't know. I've found myself getting the passion back for YouTube, you know? Where like for a while, especially with just being forced to do Isaac for so long, it was feeling more like it was a requirement than a hobby, and you want to like your job. I wasn't liking my job for a while, but with the second channel doing better than this channel's doing, that's a passion channel. That's what I do whatever the fuck I want on. I was like, damn. I realized that I'm not just stuck to Isaac, you know? That was, you know, this channel sticking me to Isaac. I have room to grow in every field I want to, and I want to start with some damn D&D. Are we just gonna go fight our boss? Oh, I don't see why not, gamers. I don't see why not. Look at that fire over there. Is that gonna hurt me or the boss? It's gonna shoot at me, isn't it? We'll test it out. He's not shooting yet. How about, no, I think he's a friendly fire. I think Scorched Earth makes those fires friendly. Watch this. Goodbye. Synth Oil. Okay, really good. I might have wanted Diplopia that. Bloody Lust. Does not stack. I know that for a fact. Get the heart back. Oh, we have Old Bandage. I don't really care for Habeas Corpus. I kind of want to go... Dude, the 1% Leviathan. Hello? I can go deeper. I'll go one deeper. Okay, I'm going to stop going deeper. Now, I don't want Habeas Corpus, by the way. That'd be terrible. Also, I need to get this heart when my timer runs out for this, this shard of glass thing, huh? But, no, I was like, damn. If I really want, I'm going to wait for this, fuck it. But, you know, I kind of, like, I guess to end off, like, the D&D talk this early on in the episode, it just came down to me being like, oh, that was such dumb damage. We get this, though, which is fine. We'll pop that and get some money off right here. But it was kind of me being like, what's my next step, right? Like, what do I want to do next? And I guess my brain was like, hey, you know, you've been thinking about wanting to get away from, that sucks too, like just gaming, right? Why don't you try something like a board game, you know? Because that is still gaming. It's still in my wheelhouse. However, it's a little bit different. It kind of gets like a different audience for it. I don't want to wait for that, though. But I know I'm probably going to have to. We'll try to do this big room while we have the extra shard of glass stuff. Plus, I guess the Bloody Lust, like, isn't bad with shard of glass. It might actually make this run, like, really, really good. Is it right here? There you are, beautiful. We can actually bomb into here as well. Hold on. Don't be a fool. Make sure you're still playing the game properly. Oh, that's good for Brimstone. Okay, look at that. We have a little bit of tears up there. 20% actually. And that kind of blows. But that's going to be good damage against adversary. Good. Is it going to hit me? It did not hit me. I feel like with Shard of Glass being red and also Berserk being red, it's really hard to tell which of these things is going to hurt me or not. And that definitely hurt me. That was a big pain. That sucked. We have a lot of damage, though, because of Bloody Lust. But it was just me essentially being like, moving away from gaming. What's the best way to do that? And I think the best way to do that is to not just move away from gaming, but to more so, like, transition from gaming into more real-life mediums. Like, going from video games to board games that are, you know, it's ironically enough a real-life thing, I know, crazy. And then taking that and making that into more of an interest in me than just the game or the topic that I'm covering. Because that's the kind of goal of any content. It's like, you don't want to be just a vessel for the video game. You want to be a guy people, like, come to watch whatever they're doing. I'm going to Diplopia this for sure. Also, we got a cracked key. I forget where. I'm going to take a risk. Wow. That risk was taken, and it paid off really well. My brain, for a second, thought we had found, like, another item room next, because we said the door was also gold. I was like, wow, another item room, too. Oh. That's insane, man. You got any more cool whoppers for me in that? Okay, we got Brimstone. I can't complain too much from last time. But I'm looking forward to it. I think that, like, even if D&D does shit on my Twitch, it's still gonna be, like, really fun and probably get me a couple new, you know, people who wouldn't have found my channel in any other way. Oh, we could definitely be seeing Pandora's box right now. I gotta go hard for it. You know, buy some stuff while you're here, though, either way. It's good to have the extra. Sure, I don't mind that. We're not gonna have too many rerolls left anyways. Okay, no Pandora's box on this run. I don't really care for compost too much either. The last place I can think of finding an item like Pandora's box would be in, like, a claw machine. I don't even know if it's in that pool, though. Actually, I think it is. Didn't we get Pandora's box with the strange key on, like, one of our runs from an arcade that had a claw machine, I think? It was something like that. But it's not going to be here. So, just go fight your boss. This shouldn't be that hard of a fight, right? Get your purgatory out, good. Couple of fires here and there. The run's going great, by the way. Brimstone plus, like, Berserk plus any kind of extra damage is always going to be a good run. Bloody Lust being great damage. It's essentially, like, depending on how many hits you take on, I should have got my Fool card, damn it. We don't have enough HP to manage the negative path right now. I don't care for any of this. Wow, look at, I could have diplopia'd with, you know, a Fool card, but I'm the Fool, actually. Alright, first womb boss fight has already been found. Don't you worry about that. Good Berserk for killing Blastocyst or Blastoise here, whatever the hell this man's name is. But I guess like a TLDR on the whole question of the day thing. I like D&D a lot. I think if that counts as a board game, that is definitively, should be like everybody's answer. And we're going to be doing D&D soon. It probably won't be posted onto this channel. I don't know. I have some thoughts about that. I might cover in tomorrow's episode, but I don't know what I'm gonna do, like, with the D&D VODs in specific. I would like to put those on either the BD2P channel or just post them raw here. I mean, this is where all my long-form content goes anyways, but I don't really know. I guess we'll figure that out when the time comes, but I want to do D&D because it helps me branch away from just gaming content and kind of into other mediums, and I think would be a great, like, stepping stone. Ooh, hello, Goldman. A great stepping stone into other forms of content for me, and I hope you guys that watch the stream would come by and check out some, you know, like, non-just gaming-focused content. I know a lot of you already do. A lot of you are, like, avid main channel watchers and not just this Isaac channel, so I appreciate that as well. Ooh, watch out for that. And it's been really fun to, like, not just wake up, record Isaac, and then be like, all right, then what? It's been nice to wake up, record Isaac, then be like, all right, it's time to work on the other channel video. That routine has been very, very helpful for keeping myself motivated and not just kind of like, man, I should just get, oh my God, like a regular job. Because Isaac is dying slowly and surely. But that'll be tomorrow's topic. We'll talk about the future of Isaac on this channel, because it's still, as far as I'm aware, going to be posted every day, but things are looking to be changing soon just because of the way the landscape of YouTube has been treating Isaac channels in the recent, I would say last like week. It's been pretty rough being an Isaac channel, but that'll be a topic for tomorrow. I don't want to bore you guys with that today. Alright, let's go fight the boss and just end off the womb set of floors here. This shouldn't be that hard of a fight. I'm assuming no eyes, really? Why did you not I was waiting for the eyes to spawn, but I guess nothing from you, huh? Oh, we got a great Brimstone thing going on here now. Goodbye. You are gonna be a goner. Okay, that was a little bit close in my eyes. Devil, this is the last deal we get for Diplopia to actually be, like, useful besides the chest floor. Well, at least Sanguine Bond has had one use on this run, just to kill Krampus for us. I'm not going to Diplopia Lump of Coal or Krampus's head. I'll go a little bit deep on this because, like, it's the last Devil deal. We're not going to take too many hits in this run going forward, so you might as well play around with this and just see what can spawn. You could get free Devil items. You could get a second Leviathan transformation. I'm pretty sure. Lots of good things could happen here. Am I aware of all the outcomes? There's shade. That's one thing, right? May not be the greatest thing. Oh. Eternity. Yeah, you can fuck right off of that item again. I'm not dealing with that shit. Oh, we picked it up. Well, it's an active item at least, is the good thing. Okay, you hit me. Can this shard of glass just deal its damage? I want to just take the heart and move on. I don't want to go too much deeper on this. We'll take shade because why not? Please? Shard of glass? There we go. Finally, let's just go on to our cathedral and keep moving on here. Okay, we found our boss fight. If we don't get HP from this guy, we're going to be fricked, though. Yeah, we got HP. It should cancel our thing. It did cancel shard of glass there. Okay, I was being a little bit risky, and it did not work out in my favor there. We get a crawl space, though, which could be huge. Tiny Toma. And quartz fragment. I'm okay. Like, we don't have any floppy disks on the run at the current moment anyways, so, like, not gonna be huge. Let's just go fight Isaac and frick him up, and we should be fine. Here comes a good old charge. Yup. Get that off in there. The Brimstone ball damage is unparalleled. It's so good. And, like, the run's, like, not even, like, incredible. Without Brimstone, we'd probably be dead. Like, look at this run. Look at the stats. Like, 10 damage is good, but our tier rate is, like, not... It's gotten one single buff on the entire run, I'm pretty sure. I get some Brimstone balls just out there, I guess. But, it hasn't been a great, amazing run. The Brimstone, though, is the hard carry here. So, for us to be doing that much damage on a run like this, because of the Brimstone ball, that's not good. I'm a pretty happy camper. You better drop me some HP by the end of this. We're gonna need it. Please, red heart. Yes! Don't go in that portal. Go on down. You're going to diplopia your chest, and you're going to finish off this run nice and dandy. Diplopia right away. Don't waste anybody's time. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow, none of these were that good. Bag of tricks. We get a free pickup here. Hard. Sure. Probably this. You're taking Tech Point 5. You're taking... You conjoined. You're not yet. This is not going to get me conjoined. Oh, it did. There wasn't on the EID, though. Take Bumble Bombs for free bombs. That's an increased tier rate right there, so I can't complain. And the Yarn. It's a familiar that zaps things, so sure. Ace of Swords for no reason, then try to go find your boss. You should win this run, though, like, no question. Your DPS is looking better than it was last floor, but still not amazing. You're going to be okay, though. But yeah, to end off our episode today, ranking my top favorite board games, number 1, D&D. Number 2, if we're I'm going to count card games because fuck you, that's why. It's not played on the board, though, so never mind. Connect 4, though, definitely is number 2 behind D&D. Ooh, much appreciated. So it's D&D, Connect 4. How many others have I even played? Like, not that much. I don't think Sorry was, like, really that fun. I've never played Monopoly properly, so I'm not gonna even talk about Monopoly. God, have I even played, like, that many board games? I guess Clue is pretty good. Clue is actually really... Fuck you, Bomb. Clue is actually really, really good. And on top of Clue, I did play Risk, and I thought Risk was pretty alright when I played it for, like, the one time that I did. Ooh, we get double the flight here. Fantastic. So I'll put Risk on there as well. And then, you can't go wrong with Checkers. That's my top 5. Maybe I only said 4 there, but D&D, Connect 4, Clue, Risk, and then Checkers. Honorable mention right there, Tic-Tac-Toe. Honorable mention right there, but not really that good enough to make it on there. Only because the restaurant, American restaurant Chili's, had a tic-tac-toe thing on their kids menu that I would play as a kid, and I have very good memories of that. But that's like my top board game thing. So there you go. There's your freaking answer, you crazies. All right, the final boss has been found. This run is if we die on this run somehow before we finish it off, I will eat a shoe live on the air. This run is literally unlosable for us. That kind of just solidifies the point. Get a charge off, walk in, hit him, get your next little brimstone ball thing popping in a second here. There we go. Pop it and then rush in like this. Get your orbitals in there. Beautiful. No void, please. I'm not doing void. You can screw right off once again. If you enjoyed the run of my commentary, a like and a comment goes a long way for a small. There we go, channel like mine. I've been BD1P in the meantime. Peace out. Subscribe, like, and comment or whatever, and goodbye.